Jeff Mudflap and the gang. Good morning. It is Thursday, August 14th. It is I think it's the first day of school for some schools in the area, but it's second day of school for Lubbock schools, certainly. Guess everybody survived yesterday's first day of school. Colleen, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. What about you guys?
We're not too bad. So, anybody had any? We were wondering what the cell phone thing was yesterday. Anybody have any traumatic experiences? Interested in knowing what? We'll get to yours. Hang on one second here.
Okay.
So if you got anything like that, or everything went smoothly, let us know. It's Sonic text line 806-900-9630. All right. So it was the first day with couldn't have your phones at school. So.
I asked both my daughter and I asked my wife. Mm-hmm. So my daughter said none of her friends got the phone taken up. She did say they
were allowed to have their phones?
Yeah, they kept them in their pockets. And so, but they just, you can't show them. So, but anyway, yeah.
Exactly. That's interesting.
Uh-huh. So, so they kept them in their pockets, didn't get them out, all day. So, she kept.
So, what did we say all day? So, even like during break time or even when they're traveling in between classes, they can't have them out?
Exactly.
And how are they monitoring that? Somebody standing literally in the hall watching to make sure every student, all the hundreds of students, don't have their phone out of their pocket.
Good luck with that. Yeah.
Wow.
Come on, seriously? Wow.
That will definitely, if they do have somebody monitoring that. So let's say, because you see videos online where, students are getting into a fight and everybody's recording it and posting it. So that definitely, they should be monitoring that.
Yeah, now you wonder, too, if that happened. The first time that happens, a big fight at school, how many of those phones are coming instantly out? I thought they were turning them in. Like, I thought you had to, put them somewhere and they, you don't have your phone. To sit there and what's different than that than it's ever been then? Put your phones away. We're learning now. Okay, sure.
She even said the same thing. She says this is not a whole lot different than last year, except this year they're emphasizing it a little more.
Where does she go to school?
Lubbock High.
Yeah, see, that's interesting. Well, I got to talk to my daughter-in-law then because she teaches over there. That's interesting. All right. Well, what were you going to say? I'm sorry. We were.
No. Well, they'll be able to definitely, if somebody does post during school hours, they'll know who posted it because it will show.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. That's interesting. All this, they made so much of this, and now it sounds like it's not really that big a deal. I wonder if it's different at different schools. Anybody else? Any other school here? Maybe they have a different protocol. I don't know. That's interesting. All right.
They kept it in their pockets.
And what about Shannon? She was okay.
Shannon said it was a little tough for her.
That's what I was thinking.
So she said, kind of at lunchtime, she would have liked to, how's it going? Your first day, and kind of like to keep in contact a little bit. She understands the rule and is fine with it. But she said, it was kind of, I would have liked to known, a couple of things, how it was going.
See, Kathy be that way too, because her and Cambry constantly, back and forth on everything like that. So that's why I was thinking it might be tougher for parents, perhaps, in this situation, not being able to do that. Hey, how's it going? How's the first day? Or anything fun? Or, just that kind of stuff. She
said, well, I didn't want to text during the class time, obviously, but she said during lunchtime, it was kind of nice, to kind of get on there and ask her how, if she needed. But Madison seemed to be okay with it, and Shannon is too, but it's just a little.
Yeah, she's not an angry elf or anything.
She's not an angry
elf.
Fine. No, not at all.
Okay, that's good. All right. Well, anybody else got any experience from that yesterday? The no cell phones thing. How did it work at your school? Apparently, you just put it in your pocket at Lubbock High. So, all right. Well, that's interesting. Much to do about nothing. It seems. I mean, what's the deal? I feel like
they made a huge deal of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Even at back to school, did they say something back to school night? Or when you didn't y'all go? Oh, no, you didn't go in. That's right. So y'all don't really know.
I mean, I'm just telling you what 15. I mean, they just keep it. She said none of her friends.
I believe you. I'm just saying, did they even talk about it at the night?
No.
Or you went up to meet the teacher?
They did not.
Okay. Which they see that's weird. You would think that would be a major point of emphasis. Okay, now remember this year, no phones, and
they've sent out so many text messages and emails that.
Well, how do they know? they can't check them.
Right, yeah.
Oh, you mean prior to school?
Yeah, really.
That's kind of funny, isn't it? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, send out a text message, tell people they can't use their phones. Okay, all right. That's kind of like my favorite thing is when you're on the loop or something, get the big old text dot signs with giant text messages telling you not to text and drive. So when you're driving, you have to look up and read the text message telling you not to text and drive. I'm always like, okay, thank you, TxDOT. That's a great idea right there. Let's have a giant phone screen, basically, with a gigantic text message warning you not to read text while you drive as you're reading a giant text while you drive. Anyway, all right, well, cool. What else we got here? I saw something yesterday. This was kind of fun about your go-to after-school snack. And, I think when think back when I was a kid, I always liked I used to eat a lot of cereal after school. Go home and see what we had. Get a bowl of Fruit Loops or
good, yeah.
Bowl of Trix or any kind of terrible Apple Jacks, any kind of sugary terrible cereal.
Yeah,
man, that'd be one of my go-to after school snacks. By the time I got to be about 12, 13, when you reach that state of life as a guy when you're ravenously hungry at all points of the day. Man, I would go home after school and I would eat like 2 sandwiches and a can of SpaghettiOs.
Oh yeah,
and that was just to get me to dinner. Yeah, but that was like every day almost. That was my favorite. Oh man, I'd be so hungry when I got home. What was your go-to snack?
Cereal's pretty much what it was there. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Pop-Tarts were always good.
Ooh, that's another good one. I used to eat Pop-Tarts too quite a bit. Yeah. Oh, that is a good go-to. Yeah. Every once in a while, that's a guilty pleasure snack right there. I don't even eat Pop-Tarts anymore, but every once in a while I go to United and you see Pop-Tarts and it's like, I think I'm going to throw a box of Pop-Tarts in there. It's just,
and peanut butter sandwiches real quick. Those are always good. Peanut butter and jelly.
What was yours? Probably like kale and pistachios?
Not whenever I was a kid. No way. I was definitely the macaroni and cheese, tuna fish sandwich, bologna sandwich. I mean, whatever.
Macaroni
SpaghettiOs.
And cheese is good,
definitely loved the SpaghettiOs.
Yeah.
And they used to have, I think it was called Rotini. So it's basically it's the same people that made as American Franco. Is that made the SpaghettiOs? I think it was,
Franco-American.
Franco-American,
I think that was it. Yeah,
they had the corkscrew pasta with meatballs, and that was my favorite.
Because sometimes I'd even eat instead of SpaghettiOs, I'd have the Chef Boyardee, the little ravioli things.
Raviolis,
just whatever. We just had the
that.
cans of all that, and it became like my fourth meal of the day. Is more than an after-school snack. It was additional meal, I guess, really. And then, get that thing. You're going to spoil dinner by eating that much. Oh, don't worry.
Yeah.
Dinner comes around, man, I'm starving again,
So Denver City Charlie says his mom used to make fresh tortillas when they would walk in the door. They would smear butter on it and sprinkle some sugar on it. Wow.
Oh, now that is good.
I don't know if I've ever had that with tortillas. I've had that on, cinnamon toast.
Yes.
Wow.
Put it in the
tortillas,
oven.
butter, and that sugar. Oh, man, that is good right there. Yeah, you need to try that. That's good. If you're done with your pistachios or whatever it is.
I do that now.
Okay.
I eat healthier now.
Yeah.
So Patrick chimed in about, not my brother, about his daughter said they were just bored during class whenever they had downtime.
Okay, and she goes to Roosevelt. Okay. All right. Yeah, so when you have downtime and you could actually get your phone out, now you can't, apparently. Right. And so now you do. You just have to sit there and do like they did in the old days and sit there and use your imagination and dream about stuff, I guess.
Go.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. There's that's it so far. Kind of ho-hum, no big news, I guess, really.
Not yet.
Hey, Peggy, maybe they can read a book.
Wow, shocker.
Read a book?
I like to read books on my phone.
That's punishment.
All right. Well, there you go. Yeah. Yes, sir. If you're just joining us, we're just wondering if anybody, what the experience was with the no phones at school. And kind of sounds like maybe it wasn't that big a deal. They didn't take them up. And I just thought they were going to probably take them up at the door and, put them in some kind of a vault or something. And then, it was done for the day.
I found out there is different warnings all the way through, 7 different warnings.
Like, what do you mean? Like, in what way are they displayed? Or
like your first one is a write up. And then they just keep.
Oh, you're saying the discipline. I thought you meant like signage or something. You walk into the door at school and there's a giant warning, and then as you turn to go down the hallway, there's another one. Okay, you're saying that if you get in trouble with it, the first time it's this, then the second. Yeah.
Yes.
And there's 7 layers?
7 layers.
Wow. Ooh, it sounds like a dip.
You're right.
Ooh, bring chips.
the best they could. They knew that Sam would eventually need a kidney transplant. Well, things turned around in a big way when the hospital located an organ donor when Sam was 8 years old, but there was a catch. Sam loves baseball and wants to play in the big leagues when he grows up. Well, the doctors feared that Sam, who's a lefty, would be an extra risk because the new kidney would be exposed when he was at bat. This is where it gets kind of cool. Well, Alicia had a special request. Could the surgeons place the new kidney on the opposite side so it would be safer on the baseball diamond? It was an unusual request, but the medical team was able to make it happen. It all worked out. Sam is now a junior in high school and still playing ball and continued to chase his lifelong dream. Sam's coach, Brian, calls Sam a blessing to the team.
And now, it's your unusual kidney request.
Is that just wild or what?
That is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Never heard of something like that.
I haven't either.
All right, that is your good vibe.
KLLL.
Some of the things that a lot of kids that are in school now mention things like bagel bites.
Ooh.
Bagel bites, yeah. Those are probably pretty good. I don't know that I've eaten a lot of bagel bites, but they are pretty tasty. Hot Pockets. That's always, Hot Pockets.
I used to let my boys eat the Hot Pockets, but I got the reduced fat ones, so they weren't quite as unhealthy.
Of course you did.
Oh, jeez. There's a lot of sodium and
your poor boys didn't get to have any fun, man. They should have come to my house. Y'all want Hot Pockets, the good ones with the pepperoni and all the cheese? Heck yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
No, that's good. You're a good mom.
Brenda would be proud of me.
Yes, she would. Brenda United would be very proud.
Let them eat some of that stuff, but some of it just,
No, you were trying to make the 80-20 like Brenda recommends.
That's right.
It's 80% of good food, 20% is some of the bad things. So, yeah, I know, I get it. We're just having fun. But the Hot Pockets with the pepperoni and all the cheese, that's much better, don't you think? Let's see here. Fruit roll-ups is still a fun go-to after-school snack. Those aren't terrible for you, I don't think, are they?
not necessarily. They definitely have a lot of sugar in them. Yeah, but I would let them have a little bit of that. Just everything in moderation.
Kids these days are still into peanut butter sandwiches and peanut butter on saltine crackers. Still a favorite. It's an all-time favorite. Nacho cheese bugles dipped in peanut butter. Wow, now that's interesting.
Wow, I haven't seen that.
Nacho cheese bugles. I love bugles. That's another great snack. I don't think I've had the nacho cheese bugles, but dipped in peanut butter. Interesting. Yeah, that is interesting. I'll try that, I guess.
I like them just plain.
Right out of the bag.
Out of the bag, yeah.
Yeah, I think the recommended
with you on the bugles.
Yeah, I think the recommended daily allowance of bugles is a whole bag, isn't it?
Yes,
I think that's right. Yeah,
yes, it is.
Here's another good after-school snack: chocolate mini donuts with milk. That's a good one. Nobody
donuts,
really? Okay, yeah.
Not the
donuts.
Chocolate. We liked the white powdered ones.
My favorite really were in order. Probably it would be the sugar cinnamon. Those were good.
Oh, those were good.
Chocolate would be second, and then the powder ones were third. The reason I didn't like the powder ones, I like them, but it's just the same reason like funnel cake and everything else. It's got food glitter on it, and it just goes everywhere. And I don't like powdered sugar.
Imagine me eating those.
Yeah, I know. It'd be you'd have it all on your face, and your hands, and on meat. It'd be everywhere.
Horrible.
So cereal is still on the list. Cheese quesadillas. That's a good one. Those are so easy to make. So that does make. And Little Debbie snack cakes. Oh man, Little Debbie's. Those are another great snack right there. I eat like a child.
Most boys do. Most guys do.
Right? All right. Well, there you go. So, yeah, Patrick, not your brother. He just said pizza rolls. Yeah, that's a good one, too.
Pizza rolls. Those are good. Oh, man.
Peggy says Mason likes Nutella sandwiches.
Oh.
That's okay. It's just I just don't eat a lot of that because I usually just, I don't know, peanut butter is just or almond butter. That almond butter you get at United when you grind it up in their little machine they have there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Now that's definitely a weakness right there. So yeah.
Gert says cheese sticks. Now is that just like a string cheese stick or is that a fried cheese stick?
Hey, listen, if you really want a hearty snack, go for the fried. Just saying that.
I used to do that occasionally. Whenever I was really, really hungry, I'd go to Sonic and get their fried mozzarella sticks with the marinara sauce. Yeah, that's
tell us what
good.
Dawn just texted. What is she like?
She likes ding dongs.
Okay,
ding dongs. Yeah, those are good.
Yeah. Do they still make those?
I think so.
Are they still wrapped in foil?
I think so.
Like they used to be. You know, I remember. Here's a dumb story. I remember when I was a kid. There was a kid my age that lived across the street from me, and he had an older brother, and his older brother was significantly older. I mean, like at the time when we were about, we were probably 6, 7 years old. His brother was probably at that point like 16, 17. So he was old enough to pick on us for sure. And I remember one day we go in the house there, and his brother was sitting there on a chair watching TV, and so we go in there and we sit down, and all of a sudden a little ball of foil like bounces off my head or something. We're watching TV, and it hits me, and I look down and I pick it up. I was like, God, that's weird. What is that? Anyway, so then we go back to watching TV, and then here in a few minutes, one hits my friend's head too, and he gets it, and he's like, where are these? Where are these coming from? And so his older brother starts sitting there going, I think they're falling out of the ceiling. I don't know. And we're looking up, trying to figure out where they're falling from. I mean, we're like 6 or something, And so he just keeps throwing them when we're not looking, and keeps telling us that they're falling out of the ceiling. and we're just like, really, there's no hole in the cafing? Are they coming out of the vent? What? And why would that be happening? We couldn't figure it out. And finally, it was because he had the box of ding dongs over there, and after he would eat one, he would roll up the foil. We're too stupid watching TV not to figure that out for a while. So makes me sound not very bright. But
well, there's
you
something.
Were 6 years
why
old.
do I remember that though?
What
What an insignificant story in my life, but I can remember that being 6 years old, and it stuck with me for some reason. Anyway.
Miss Lisa says that they are not wrapped in foil anymore.
Not? Okay.
Very sad.
Yeah, they were better then, I guess. Yeah, they probably just come in a plastic thing, just like everything else. Okay, well there you go. Go-to snacks. Kids, Shark Bites is on there. Let's see, what else? Goldfish is always a classic. Cosmic brownies, those are actually pretty good. Colleen, you won't like it. Doritos, I know that's a non-starter for you. Ramen is
ramen. That's a good college.
So there you go. That is survival food in college. So I guess when you're like in elementary school, ramen's just a nice treat. You don't have to look at it as your only means of survival, since you have parents, I guess.
Peggy, I like that one. Oatmeal cream pies.
Yes, from the Little Debbie oatmeal cream pies.
Okay,
now those are those. Do you like You probably don't like those.
Yeah.
Have you had one? Have you not had one of those? Oh man. They'll change your life.
Yeah.
Little Debbie oatmeal cream pies.
Never had
listen,
them.
you have got to try it. It'll change your life.
Okay.
Don't you like oatmeal cookies?
I do.
I think you like these.
It sounds all right now. Yeah.
Did you know Nick Saban, I think, starts the day, the coach, he starts his day with like 2 Little Debbie oatmeal cream pies and a cup of coffee almost every day. That's his go-to breakfast. Wow. So if it's good enough for Nick Saban, he's a very successful coach. Probably good enough for Mudflap.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we were talking about Hot Pockets being on the list of great after-school snacks. It always reminds us of the Jim Gaffigan bit about Hot Pockets.
Pocket, which is cooked in a dirty microwave, and that comes with a side of Pepto. Is your Hot Pocket cold in the middle? It's frozen. But it can be served boiling lava hot. Will it burn my mouth? It'll destroy your mouth. Everything will taste like rubber for a month. All of the Hot Pocket. Hot Pocket!
96.3. This is KLLL. Jeff Mudflap and the Gang. 96.3 KLLL.
Colleen, I don't know if you were in here when we played it, but
I don't think I know.
It's called Easy to Love. It's really cool, and after playing that song, I was like, as far as the weather goes today.
Hot
today,
just a century mark today, 100. Right now, 71.
Hopefully the air conditioners are working well in all the schools.
96.3 KLLL and Camping World. Welcome Parker McCullum's What Kind of Man Tour. September 4th to United Supermarkets Arena.
Hey everybody, this is Parker McCollum.
Parker McCullum. Enter to win free tickets at KLLL.com. Or Mornings with Jeff Mudflap and the Gang. Parker McCullum, September 4th. With 96.3 KLLL.
You know, a lot of people are surprised to hear that Raider Flooring does complete remodels, like bathroom remodels, kitchen remodels, any of that kind of stuff. So it is a little bit surprising when you see the name Raider Flooring. You immediately go, well, they probably do flooring, but they do just about everything when it comes to fixing up your home. They're locally owned, West Texas proud, and serving Lubbock for over 10 years. They would love to help you with your next project, whether it's flooring, maybe just some wood flooring, wood laminate flooring, tile, carpeting, any of that. But they would also like to help you out if you've got like a whole kitchen remodel in mind, maybe some new cabinets, any of that. So right now, you get for just $100 down, get easy financing to get your project started. Just $100 down. Get you that easy financing to get your project started. So it's a great time to do it. One-stop shop for full home makeovers. Everything's in stock, ready to install. With luxury vinyl, carpet, tile, and more. No long waits. That's one thing Raider Flooring specializes in, is getting the job done quickly. So you don't have to wait around forever like sometimes happens these days with other places. So Raider Flooring, you'll see the showroom on 50th near Utica or at RaiderFlooring.com.
From the Dollar Western Wear Studio, this is Lubbock's country leader and home of Jeff, Mudflap, and the gang.
I guess at least
Keep
at
it
Lubbock
off.
High.
Don't show it whatsoever.
Yeah, so if you had a different experience with your kids in the whole phone situation, please share with us. We're just kind of curious how that went. Sonic text line is 806-900-9630. All right. First off, I saw something this morning and I didn't have time. I was running a little bit late, and I didn't have time to really dig into the story. Something about rabbits somewhere that had something like black toothpicks sticking out of their head or something, and I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about this?
Yeah, there was Colorado Parks and Wildlife says that in Fort Collins they found some rabbits that had horns or tentacles growing from their heads.
Oh, my gosh.
They spotted them last year. And the park ranger was like, yeah, okay, that animal, obviously there's something wrong and it will not survive the winter. Well, sure enough, showed back up this summer. So, and now they're seeing more, and they have no idea, it's a virus, obviously, they're saying.
Oh, okay.
They have confirmed that. They don't know to what degree, if it could cross between other pets or humans, so they're urging people to avoid approaching or touching those rabbits.
I'm sure Fort Collins tourism is loving it.
Kidding.
You ever been to Fort Collins?
Every summer. Well, for about 3 years. So I used to take some summer classes in Fort Collins, Colorado.
No way. Seriously?
Colorado State University, yes.
Okay. Hey, just by the way, what's that person doing in front of our building?
Well, no, you don't go look.
I don't know.
Is there a person out
there?
there?
They have someone. There's someone out there. I don't know. They're just out there.
Do they have a bag of food?
No, it's nobody bringing
Is it
breakfast.
Jesse bringing breakfast?
No, it's just somebody. Either that or cigarette butts or something.
Cigarette butts. I think that's what it is.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Like. Yeah. Yep.
Never a dull moment on Avenue Q. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Rabbits with black tentacles sticking out of their heads. So Fort Collins, that's where Colorado State is,
yes,
right?
That is correct.
I had a good friend of mine went after we graduated. He went to Colorado State for a short time, and I remember we took a road trip up there to see him and hung out in Fort Collins.
Yeah.
It's a cool town.
I like it. Yeah, it was very nice.
But now they've got rabbits with these black tentacle horn things. What if it's contagious and you get it, and next thing you know, you got horns and tentacles growing out of your head as a
that
human?
Would not be good.
Well, they said that it will spread between rabbits, but they don't know if it can be contagious to humans or dogs or other wildlife.
He's called big teeth.
Yeah.
But they did, so I guess, I'm sure they caught one, but they said it's a benign cancerous cells known as CPW.
They say it apparently
with
doesn't.
no known cure.
Oh, great. They say it doesn't hurt the rabbit unless it grows on sensitive areas like eyes or mouth. Gosh, can you imagine getting that and having black tentacles growing out of your face or something? This is terrifying.
Ew.
I'm gonna stay away from Fort Collins for a while. I guess I didn't have any imminent plans, but
yeah.
Wow. I bet his rabbit's foot wouldn't be very lucky.
Right? Yeah.
No.
Patrick, not your brother. What he said.
That's
it's a jackalope. Yeah. Have you ever seen those postcards you get like stop at any tourist place? Jackalopes and yeah. They're scary. Look at the pictures of these things. It's creepy looking, man.
They are
these
creepy
rabbits,
looking.
all that stuff growing out of them. Yeah. All right, that's a weird story. All right, here's something that I guess is really starting to catch on, mostly in Europe right now, but it wouldn't surprise me if we start seeing it here. Since weddings are so expensive, there's a growing number of couples in Europe have figured out a way to absorb the high cost, and that is by selling tickets to their wedding, okay? So literally selling, not just the people they're inviting to the wedding have to get the ticket, but they're opening up to where random people can actually buy tickets to their wedding just like you would buy tickets for a concert or something. If you're like, hey, what do you want to do this weekend? I don't know, any good concerts? No, nothing in town this weekend. Well, what about a wedding? Sure, why not? People buying tickets to weddings in Europe. Anywhere from like $175 to about $450 is the going rate right now. And I don't even like to go to weddings that I'm just invited to, you know? I mean, just much less making a choice to spend money to go to some random wedding. No, thank you. No. Not me.
Ouch.
But
don't even like to go to weddings I'm invited to. I know you didn't show up to any of my son's wedding that I invited you guys to, but that's okay. I think you went to your son's wedding though, right?
I did go to my son's wedding.
Ouch.
Both of my sons'
No,
weddings.
hey, you know what? No worries that anybody in the gang group is going to invite you to their wedding or a kid's wedding. You
okay, now listen. Now see, you're making it sound super bad. What guy? Do you love going to weddings?
No, I don't.
You don't.
Okay.
You go because your wife says, "Hey, don't forget, we've got to go to that wedding Saturday night." What wedding? Oh, the so-and-sos, remember? Oh, yeah, okay. No guy wants to go to a wedding. Now, I didn't go to your son's wedding because it was in Dallas, and it was my daughter's birthday was December 30th, and it was right after Christmas, and it was it was a tough thing for me. I had to pick my daughter's birthday or your son's wedding, and I went with my daughter's birthday. So anyway,
get it.
Oh boy,
right, Mudflap didn't go either. I know.
Yeah,
I'm giving
we
you guys
were
a hard
there
time.
In spirit.
Hey, you sent presents. That's
we
all
were
that
there
really
in
matters.
spirit.
That's
we
all
did send a
that's
present,
all
actually.
Kids
yes,
want.
right. Yeah, they don't want your attendance; they want your gifts. All right, so, but most guys don't like to go to weddings by and large. Now,
you're correct.
That's a blanket statement. I'm sure there's some guys in our gang, I'm sure, who will be chiming in saying how much they love to attend weddings and get dressed up and all the pageantry of all of it. I'm sure they love it, and that's great. It's just not for me. I'll go, but it's not what I like to do.
Look, Peggy said she went to a wedding last Saturday, and her husband went to 50th Street Caboose.
See, there you go. Now that's the way. That's the way to do it right there. But apparently, people are doing this. They're paying the tickets to attend weddings. But one of the things, though, and I could understand this part of it. They say that while these couples see it as a way to cut down wedding expenses, they say it's becoming a popular activity for international tourists. People who are fascinated by buying tickets to go see what like a French or Italian wedding would be like, you know. So it's becoming like a tourist thing, you know, just to get a
great
taste
way
of foreign culture. You know, you go to a wedding to see how they do it. So there you go.
Carl says he'd rather get a prostate exam than go to a wedding.
I tell you what, next time I do that, I'm selling $500 tickets, Carl. So,
Big Day says, "Is there an open bar?"
See, there you go. Now that's the kind of question any normal guy is going to ask. That kind of question.
And then Amber says, "I don't think men want to go to their own wedding sometimes."
No, it's just weddings, by and large, I think most of the time women are a little more excited about attending and all the things, you know. So it's. Kind of, there's a difference between men and women, believe it or not.
Well, and then the weddings, it's no longer, because I remember the day you just went to the wedding, the ceremony, they cut cake, you eat cake, drink some punch, you go home.
Right.
Now it's the ceremony, dinner, the dancing. I mean, it's a 5-6 hour ordeal.
And they hand out like a bag of donuts at the end or something, and then everybody's got to stand out and throw stuff and wait for the big photo op with fireworks and it's
getting hit by donuts. That'd be bad.
Well, they don't throw the donuts. You eat the donuts.
You eat the donuts. Okay.
Not everybody does that, but they offer little snacks and stuff sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was counting going because my son's wedding I think started at 4:30, and I don't think it was done till 10:30, 11. So it was a 6.5 hour. And then we have to stay afterwards and kind of make sure everybody got their